We are starting in five, four, three, two, one, and here it goes.
Hi, this is Mrinal. Today I'm with my dear friend Rishikesh. I call him Rishi. We are starting this podcast series. It's just like two friends talking over a phone call, but in a more structured way. So, welcome, Rishikesh. Please say hi to all your friends, female fans especially.
Hi everyone, and hi to you.
Hi, Heather. Thank you so much. So today we have chosen the topic reading as a hobby. Since we love reading books, we have chosen this as our first topic. So my first question to you is, how did you cultivate the habit of reading? How did it all start, begin with you?
Okay, reading as a habit. I have been. I'm wanting to read since 2018, but due to time issues and college management and all, I couldn't get started with reading. But it's because of you when I met you and when I got to know that you read so many books, and then I started to pursue this hobby passionately, and that too, like you introduced me to reading offline books, physical books, and that's how it got started.
Yeah. I think even I started reading, back in 2018.
Okay.
So even I love reading hard copies. I remember you reading books in PDF format, and that's when, I kind of forced you to buy a book and
Yeah,
then,
I remember.
get, used to reading the physical books.
Hmm.
Yeah. So do you recall, so my next question is the same one. Do you prefer reading online or hard copies?
Like hard copies any days. Like before this, I was reading online, but you don't see your progress when you're reading online, and it's all virtual. But when you're reading a physical book, you can see it, you can touch it, you can see the stack of books which you have read. So reading often is the best way for me.
Yes. And also, by the end of every year, we stack up all the books that we read throughout the year, and that is a very different feeling when you look at all the books that you read over that 1 year time span. It really motivates you to read more books in the
Yeah,
upcoming
yeah,
year.
true.
Yeah. My next question is, do you remember your first book that you read?
Yeah, my first book was The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. It was a
Okay.
gift I got from my 12th standard friend,
Okay.
and I did started reading it, but it took me almost 2 years to complete it because I was not consistent with it. But I started reading books consistently from 2022, and since then it's going great.
Oh, that's amazing. I think many
Yeah,
people, that book has got many, fans all over the world. It's one of the
yeah,
popular books.
yes, yes. He also has one more book called as 5 a.m. Club, 5 a.m.
Yes,
Club.
yes, yes, yes,
That's also a good one.
yes. I think both the books are loved by many readers.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Since, me and you, both of us started reading, during our early 20s. We were not readers when we were in school or even 11th and 12th. So
Hmm.
what made you finally pick up your first book as an adult, and what was the experience like?
Okay. It was mostly
Because
like,
obviously, as an adult, we would have given, we might have given some or the other reason, and we might have postponed it, the reason, to read the book, pick up the book finally, and start reading.
for me, the interest which got me into reading was self-help. And it was mostly about habits and being consistent with studies and good habits like exercising and all. So after reading The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, I read this book called as Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. It's also a
Okay.
classic one, and that's how I got into it to work on my consistency.
Okay. So initially, was it difficult to be consistent to read the book
On
every day? Did you find it difficult?
Yeah, initially it was because I could not dedicate like a specific timing to it. But as time went by, I was like more confident with it.
Okay. Do you prefer reading the book? What time do you prefer reading the book?
Currently, like mornings are my best time to read book. Like when I get ready and then I have my black coffee. At that time, it's like 15-20 minutes there. Then again 15 minutes in the night or whenever I'm bored. Currently, like books are like Instagram reels to me. Like whenever I'm bored, I go to them. I can read like I'm also okay with reading just 2-3 pages at a time. So
Mhm.
that's how it's like a distraction for me. When I want to get distracted, I would love to get distracted toward books.
Oh, that's really amazing.
Hmm.
Okay. What kind of books do you prefer? Do you like to read, whether it's fiction or non-fiction?
Currently, like I'm interested into everything. Initially, it was just non-fiction self-help, but now
Mm-hmm.
I'm delving into books like *Sapiens*, which are about human history, even
Yeah.
about politics, even books about
Mm-hmm.
Hindi literature like Diwar Mein Khilki Rehti Thi. And also,
Okay.
there's one book called as Dark Horse. Like UPSC aspirants would love it. It's
Mm-hmm.
a novel about UPSC aspirants and their journey.
Okay.
Hmm.
Then how do you choose what to read next? Is it based on recommendations or does it depend on your mood or something else?
Mostly it's like whatever I can see in my Amazon cart list. But that's an issue I'm facing. And as you suggested me some technique yesterday, you can
Yeah.
also share that. It will be helpful for all your fans. And
Yeah, I have two recommendations if you're finding, if you're facing any issue in choosing the book. First thing is, do not purchase the book until and unless you are completing the one you're reading at the moment. Next one is, every time you find a nice book, write it on a piece of paper and prepare the chits. Randomly pick one, and no matter what, you have to purchase that book. That
hmm,
way you will not end up buying new books again and again, and have stacks of many books lying there.
that's a great idea.
Yeah. What does, reading, what does it mean to you? Because now it's a hobby more than reading. And what is that space that you create around reading books?
For me, reading books is like understanding the world better. And it includes
Mm-hmm.
everything from you yourself as a person to
Yes.
your country to
Mm-hmm.
politics to science and technology to human race. So books are like a means to know the world better, how it works. So that's the thing.
Right. And, here I would like to add something. For those who say I do not have time to read books, I think that is not the actual reason. That is not the real reason. Because no matter what, whether you're a working professional, school-going kid, or you're in college, you are doing an important project, I think all of us can definitely make some time to read a book.
Yeah.
Let's
Also,
say, yes.
yeah, yeah. No, finish. You were saying something.
I think, most of the people I know, they are more into social media, watching YouTube or any other platform. They spend a lot of time there.
Hmm.
And even if they take out 10 to 15% of the time that they are currently spending on many social media platforms, they'll get good amount of time to spend it on book. And it is just the inertia that they have to break in order to start reading. Of course, for 10, 15, 20 pages, it's going to be difficult. But if you are making the right choice in picking up a book that suits your mood, which interests you, then I think nobody can stop you.
This is the
You
thing.
know,
See,
yes.
any new reader who wants to start reading, the issue with
Hmm.
them is they go to the books which are being read by all of us. Like someone
Yes.
will start with Atomic Habits, someone will start with Monk Soldis Ferrari, but and because of that, they are not consistent with it because that's not their interest. They are doing it out of compulsion. Like, okay, these are the top most read books, but rather the solution for that is you start with books which excite you. For example, if you're a Harry Potter fan, then maybe you
Mm.
could start with Harry Potter series and you would enjoy it a
Right.
lot. And once you're into habit of reading, then you can switch to other books.
Yes, I also have another suggestion. You know, on Amazon, you have this feature where if you want to read a book, there is an option where you can get first 10 to 15 pages for free.
Hmm.
You can read the book and see if you're liking it, and
Hmm.
then purchase the book. You can
Okay.
always do that, and also go through some of the reviews which are available on YouTube and on Amazon and see if you will also like the book. And another reason is people get influenced by if somebody is trying to give a review about the book they have read, it doesn't mean, a person who is watching that review will also like it, because all of us have different personalities, and we just like we everybody has different taste in terms of watching movies. In a similar way, people also like different books. So I think one has to find out what kind of books they like. In my case, I love reading mystery thrillers. It is always my first priority when it comes to picking up a book. And
Hmm.
then I like to read something, science fiction, about life in general, and then self-help books.
Hmm.
If somebody wants me to read self-help book, probably, I might not read it every day.
Hmm.
Maybe I might pick a book which might take few hours to finish. That I might read it every day, but if it's a bulky book, I might select few topics which interests me and then read.
Right. Right.